So imagine this. A hacker exploits a smart contract, siphons off some juicy USDT profits, and you think, okay, classic DeFi drama. But here's a twist. Just 2 hours later, they get hacked. The attacker left their winnings exposed in the very contract that they used for the exploit, and someone else swooped in through an overlooked Uniswap v3 callback and drained it right back. If you're into poetic justice, this was DeFi's version of slapstick. The mantis stalks the cicada, unaware of the oriole behind him. Now, in this space, even the bad actors have to watch their backs because we all love a good white hat hacker, don't we? That wasn't even close to the craziest thing that happened in crypto this month. So we have to talk about Zcash. On January 7th, the entire electric coin company, that's the team behind Zcash, resigned. Not one or two key people, the whole team, the CEO, the chief scientists and engineers, everyone walked. They called it constructive dismissal after a brutal governance clash with the Bootstrap board. Now, almost immediately, they formed a new group to keep developing the protocol, but the fallout was instant. It was reflected in the price, ZEC tanked 20 to 30% in hours from over $500 to under $400, slicing $1.6 billion off its market cap. Panic swept in, rumors of insider dumping spread, though the data showed no coordinated sell-off, just one big whale moving coins before the storm. And yet the chain kept running. No hard fork, no downtime, just code doing what it does, even as the humans behind it went to war. Then a week later, the whiplash continued. The SEC quietly announced that it had ended its probe into the Zcash Foundation. No enforcement or penalties, case closed. Suddenly, Zcash was pumping again, up 9% on the day, with whispers of ETF potential and fresh institutional interest. It was a rare win for privacy coins, especially while Monero faces delistings and regulators continue their quiet crackdown on anonymity in public finance. The lesson, even when chaos reigns at the surface, the deeper foundations of cryptography hold steady. And that theme kept playing out. While retail traders were distracted by price swings, institutions were doubling down. Morgan Stanley, yes, Morgan Stanley filed for spot Bitcoin, Ethereum, and even Solana ETFs. Standard Chartered announced a crypto prime brokerage. BNY Mellon started offering tokenized deposits. BitGo filed for an IPO. ETF inflows surged with BlackRock and Fidelity leading the pack. XRP ETFs broke records, and Bitwise launched a Chainlink ETF on the New York Stock Exchange, sending Link to new highs. That's not fringe anymore. That's infrastructure. But this wasn't just financial either, because the networks themselves leveled up, and we love to see that. Ethereum raised its gas limit after the BPO fork, L2s are stepping into the mainstream, and Bitcoin's mining difficulty hit a new all-time high. Lightning Network growth continued while BTQ launched a quantum-resistant Bitcoin testnet, quietly preparing for a future where math, not trust, defines the battleground. Solana saw a huge surge in activity. Mantle pushed closer to Ethereum compatibility. Stellar rolled out privacy upgrades, and Cardano's dApp ecosystems and Hydra scaling picked up momentum. Meanwhile, crypto keeps pushing into the real world. Carrefour, one of the largest retailers in Europe, now offers 20% discounts when you pay with Bitcoin. That's across 14,000 stores. Also, Russia's Cyberbank issued its first crypto-backed loan. Kazakhstan is piloting gold tokenization. The London Stock Exchange launched a digital asset settlement hub. Bitpanda is eyeing a $4 to $5 billion IPO. And on the institutional side, tokenization picked up steam. Dentsu and Quant partnered for deposit infrastructure in Japan, while DTCC and the Canton Network expanded institutional blockchain use in the US. DeFi wasn't quiet either. Aave's real-world asset market passed $200 million in borrows, and USDC loans powered by Morpho crossed $1 billion on Coinbase. Now, quietly, beneath all the noise, capital is flowing into open protocols, into on-chain coordination, into programmable finance that can't be rewritten on a whim. And what ties all of this together, from the slapstick hacker reversal to the boardroom drama at Zcash, from ETF filings to protocol upgrades, is a single, undeniable theme. Control is shifting slowly and unevenly, but inevitably, from gatekeepers to code, from politics to math, from the few to the many. And if that excites you, if you want to understand what this shift means and how you can participate, how to protect yourself, and how to take real custody of your future, go to learningcrypto.com. That's where we break it all down, from the basics to the advanced strategies. No hype, no noise, just real knowledge for people who are ready to opt out of the circus. Because yes, crypto is crazy right now, but crazy is where change begins. The question isn't whether this space is volatile, it's whether you want to stand on the edge and watch, or step in and help build what comes next. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.